Good morning. Welcome to TERRA at Home. We're kind of in the atrium area here of Spencer's at the Waterfront, and we're celebrating Halloween. This is our Halloween special. I'm here with Leanne Wilson, makeup artist, and we've decided to take 3 Tiger Cat cheerleaders and dress them up for Halloween, which is super fun. So we have Jess here with us first, and again, your expertise goes way back in terms of your makeup skills, and you were trained overseas.
Yep, I trained in the UK. I was in Scotland for 10 years, so I went to school there. It was a 3-year course, very in-depth for all aspects of makeup artistry. So,
so you've done a lot. You've been on crazy sets and in crazy situations. And unfortunately, that's what happens in production. Makeup artists get stuck in really small spaces or moving spaces or poor lighting or no lighting or whatever, right? And you have to adapt. But you get to have fun today because it's not just the average makeup. You get to do something fun, and you're teaching us some cool Halloween tips for people at home. Last-minute tips that people can kind of just sort of up the ante a little bit, whether it's on themselves for Halloween party, maybe tonight, or for their kids, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about Jess.
Okay, so what I've tried to do is keep these looks fairly simple and also cheap enough, you know, for people just to throw together. A lot of this is from the dollar store.
Good for you.
So
that's how it should be.
We've got these flowers from the dollar store. We just need some wire cutters and the feathers, and this is just basic face painting here that I've gone over with then different eyeshadows, and it just sort of then will make the makeup a little bit more lasts a little bit longer. There's a better longevity with it.
Okay, that's cool.
And we've got some fake eyelashes, again, from the dollar store. So they just add that drama.
You got them at the dollar store?
Yep.
Oh.
So not too bad. And we just take a little bit of the design out to be a little bit more whimsical. And you can go as elaborate as you want to and have fun with it. And glitter, of course. Every girl likes glitter, so
glitter helps, and of course, you know, doing the hair as you do as well, and it just helps give, you know, the overall look, right?
Yeah.
Got to do
and
something with
it doesn't have to be perfect. You can just do loose curls and pin it up any way that you like, and you know. So I was just going to show you how to put on the feathers here.
Okay.
So I've got spirit gum adhesive.
So that's kind of a key component, is go out and get yourself some good spirit gum that.
Yeah, and you can get them any costume store, and it's not expensive either.
Right.
So, and before you use anything like the spirit gum or latex that we'll talk about later, I would say just give yourself a patch test on it, just to make sure that there's no allergies or anything like that sort of thing. So what you want to do is you put it directly onto the skin, as well as what you're putting onto the skin.
Okay. So you get that the double stick.
The double stick.
And you don't have to let it dry at all for any time?
Just maybe 20 seconds. You want it to go a little bit tacky.
Okay.
And then we're going to stick it on. So my hands are shaky.
It's so fun. And but again, it's really just about being adventurous. And
adventurous, yeah. You can do as much as you want or as little as you want.
Okay.
Again, then you can also find little jewels like this.
Yeah.
Again, from the dollar store. And you know, peel them off. You can put them sort of anywhere that you want. You know,
very good. So
very simple ways to dress it up. Yeah.
Okay, so that's our fairy whimsical kind of girl.
Yeah.
So Jess, thank you. You look awesome. She'll be off to wherever she needs to go, looking fancy today. All right, we're going to bring on our vampire now, which is again a really fun, easy costume for people, but it's all about the makeup. So come on in, Sarah. Yeah. This is Sarah. Look at, she's got the beautiful hair, and then she looks crazy. Crazy teeth. It's too bad about the teeth. It's all right, we love Sarah. She can't talk, it's good that way. Okay, so let's see, so you've done really cool things with the eyes. I like kind of that, sort of doing that, sort of that reddy pink around the eyes.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, for the bloodlust sort of look that we're going for. And I've paled down her skin, and what I've done though is used like an ivory foundation as opposed to any sort of cream, the white makeups, right? Because it just drains too much. And right now there's the trend with like Twilight and you know, True Blood and all that kind of thing. And what you want to do is just essentially get rid of any redness in the skin.
Okay.
So you're going to look for a pale ivory, put that all over, and then use a translucent powder just to set the makeup. And right now you can see here, if you can just twist this way, a lot of it is about contouring and just being very subtle about it. Yeah, so you want to like hollow in underneath the cheekbones and up along the side here in the temples.
Okay.
Right?
So taking a bit of a shadow, a deeper shadow, and just sort of darkening that a little. Okay.
Exactly. And then have fun with the eyebrows, you know, so you can go as dramatic as you want. It always adds that little bit of drama, right? And I was just going to show you the...
And again, as you were mentioning, you know, having eyelashes like that, and those are like feather eyelashes. Again, that kind of stuff, it just takes it up a whole other level, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So again, from the dollar store.
Wow, I can't believe you can find the dollar store these days.
I know, it's incredible.
Yeah.
So, and when you get eyelashes, you just sort of want to bend them around a little bit like this before you stick them on. You would have adhesive, and then again, like the spirit gum, you want to put it on here, let it go tacky, and then you're going to line it up as close to the eyelash as possible in here.
That's always.
And then you want to let it dry for maybe 30 seconds, and then you're good to go.
Very good. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go to a whole other level. This one involves more work. So thank you, Sarah. And this is Taryn, and Taryn has some skin issues, but we're okay with that. She's actually a really cute girl.
She's lovely.
I love the wig, though. This is awesome, too. And again, another easy component, you to have a wig, so you know that's going to change things.
Yeah, and it's just fun. Again, $5, you know? Like, and you can, I've dirtied it up as well. I've gone in there with like grease paints, and you can just
that's smart.
mat it up and have as much fun as you want to.
Yeah.
So we've got a zombie here.
Yes.
And this is so simple to do. All it requires is a roll of toilet paper and some liquid latex.
Okay.
And so I've put some on the side here.
So again,
you can see
a Halloween like makeup store, you could get some of that liquid latex?
Liquid latex costume store, so you want to make sure it's liquid latex for skin and not, because you can get it for, you know, different purposes, and there's more alcohol in that, it'll burn your skin, so be careful. And again, you want to do a patch test with, there's some people with allergies to latex. So
that's right.
Always check that. And so basically with the latex, we want to go onto the skin first. You take your toilet paper, and then you're going to go right over again fully with the latex on top of that.
Oh my gosh.
So it takes a little while to dry. You can either let it dry yourself, or you can use a hairdryer at a low setting.
So you're just creating texture by doing that.
Exactly. So you're looking for like the skin to be rotten and sort of, you know, falling off.
Exactly. And so then you're just painting over top of it once it's dry.
Yep. So, and you can get these cream-based paints again. Dollar store, costume stores. I have my own corpse wheel because as a makeup artist, Not
everybody has that.
No. And what you would want to do is just sort of dab over, and you're going to do it in layers. So you can do, I did the sort of grayish color here first, go over it, powder, then go over with the green, and then maybe with the sort of really pale there, and just sort of layer it up. And then you're going to, with a bobby pin or anything kind of sharp, and I don't seem to have misplaced mine.
That's okay, we have to go anyway, believe it or not. So again, it just shows you a good idea of how you can create texture, which is something so easy. People always wonder how they could do that. So it gives us an idea, darken around the eyes, and if you don't want to do this, of course, you've always got Leanne as well. So
that's right.
Your website again is?
I'm at behindtheimage.ca.
Perfect. And this is the professional, or you can try doing this stuff at home. So thanks for the tips.
No
Good stuff. We'll be back with more TERRA at Home.
Live color fully at TERRA, where color lives.
Good morning, welcome back to TERRA at Home. I'm here with Nikki Brinton, owner of Cupid's Cupcakes, and we have, of course, the Burlington location and your Oakville location. We're at the Burlington location today, and instead of talking about cupcakes, we're actually talking about some new alternatives you have to kind of sort of healthy snacks, right? And so this sort of stems off of, again, one of your children has a nut allergy, and so your facility is completely nut-free.
Completely peanut and nut-free. Yep.
And that's a big deal for not only parents who, I mean, obviously you know now because you're highly aware of it. So people who don't have kids who have a nut allergy, I forget. I don't think about it sometimes,
right.
you know?
Right.
And but for people who do, it's there. It's highly acute.
Right.
So,
well, we live it, right?
Right.
We worry about her every day.
Scary.
So between the EpiPen and all the forms you fill out for schools, and you have to be vigilant as a parent. So we often get moms in here who are very grateful for the fact that when we established our nut-free program, we consulted with Anaphylaxis Canada, and so every ingredient that we bring in, we make sure that we've tracked it back to source, and we know exactly where it's packaged and what it's packaged near, around, and how the machinery is cleaned. And so we have all that stuff on file, and we're very, very...
But that's really important because a lot of people can say they're nut-free and aren't being as diligent as you are by literally making sure everything that comes in.
Right, that's the difference. When you have a child who has that, you don't just say it, you do it.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. So on that, of course, the schools are very, particular about this as well, obviously. So, now, obviously we know a lot of kids when they're having parties at school and things like that, they're bringing Cupid's cupcakes in, and you see them, and I often see it. It's quite common because they know. They can guarantee. Yeah. But now you're seeing where, okay, maybe they're not even allowed to bring cupcakes now. So now we've come up with some alternatives, and I love. First, we should talk about these Cloud 9 cookies that you've come up with.
Right. Well, Cloud 9s were inspired by the ministry's Bill 8, which is healthier choices for healthy schools, healthy food for healthy schools. And so if you read that piece of legislation, you'll find out what is the criteria for being or complying with Bill 8. So the idea would be to have high fiber, lower fat, and ingredients that have nutrient value.
So lower sodium, lower sugars, lower everything.
Yeah. So that's where we went with the Cloud 9. So these are little healthier treats. They're kind of based on cupcakes, but as you can see, there's no frosting per se. They're smaller, and we'll just talk about each one, and you'll see how we've upped the nutrient value here.
Right.
So this is our Apple Cloud 9. Its main ingredients are, of course, whole wheat flour, applesauce, cinnamon, whole oats, and when we top them, rather than frosting, we use a pure maple syrup in the drizzle. So it's a nice apple maple combination. It's delicious.
Those are not just for children.
No.
But that's
when I
great,
take them out for taste testing, people don't even know. I didn't tell them they were a healthier choice, and they said, that's fantastic.
That's just great, right?
Yeah. So the next flavor that we have is a lemon blueberry Cloud 9. So its secret ingredient is actually mashed potatoes.
Go figure.
Go figure.
But again, you're getting moisture from, again, the applesauce, for them. Again, the mashed potatoes is giving it some, and that's good fiber too. Right?
It is good fiber and potassium. So we have the antioxidants and fiber in the blueberries as well, and there's freshly squeezed lemon juice, zest in there. So it's a nice light lemon blueberry combination.
And your drizzle is lemon.
Lemon juice and lemon zest in there.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then our third Cloud 9 is our chocolate brownie type Cloud 9. And its secret ingredients, black beans.
Black beans.
Yeah,
Oh, how
very
good are
high in
I mean,
fiber.
those are actually one of the top foods you can eat. So
Very
there
high
you
in
go.
fiber. And then, of course, we have our flax, which ups the fiber content. All of these have around 2 grams of fiber, which is unheard of in baked goods.
Right.
And we use, of course, as we do in all our products here at Cupid's, is high quality cocoa.
Makes things just taste that much better, right?
Of course.
You use
High
the
quality ingredients, right.
That's what you
So
get.
Leslie, if you just want to help me finish these off, we're just
Sure.
going to do
Okay.
a little zigzag
All right.
on here.
See if I can manage to not.
Yeah, just give her, it doesn't matter, just something.
Something to.
Yeah, yeah. Something I'm sure the kids would like to do if anybody ever made this sort of thing at home. It's just
so
like
cool.
scribbling.
So cute, right?
Yeah.
So easy. And again, they taste good, they're easy, and of course, they're still nut-free. And it just gives you an alternative to actual cupcakes. But they have like a little cake texture to them.
Well, our vision for these is the schools now, because of Bill 8, these can go into schools, these can be sold at schools once a week, twice a week, maybe for special occasions, whatever the school decides.
Yeah, they have like a little day, a celebration day, where you can have, kind of a treat, but it's still a healthy treat.
But regularly, because there's this category called sell most or sell less often. These qualify. Whereas regular baked goods don't sell at all.
Aha.
So these we have managed
to
to fit into the requirements.
Okay.
Now, another thing we managed to fit into the requirements of Bill 8 are our special flax cookies. So we normally do sugar cookies here, and custom designer sugar cookies and in all sorts of shapes and designs. But these ones are made from a sugar cookie dough that's got a ton of flax in it, which makes them, again, high in fiber. So these are fun for kids.
They look cool, but then
when you turn them over, you can see the fiber.
hey kids, there's flax in there. But that's so cool, and so they
But
look
they're still fun.
They're totally fun. So I mean, that's the thing. You've got lots of options with, you know, giving the kids, again, still a fun treat. I mean, they're still kids, right? But we're just trying. Every little bit counts, right, with kids, right? To make it kind of a little bit more, you know, so that they still feel like kids.
That's right.
All right.
So what we can do with that is, again, for schools, we can turn them into something that you might want at a pep rally or football game.
Love that.
Maybe Teacher Appreciation Day.
Aw.
Maybe Star Student Day. And maybe if somebody's looking for a birthday
Birthday
treat.
alternative.
I know at my kids' school they give out pencils on the kids' birthday.
This is way better than a pencil.
Might be a little bit more fun than a pencil.
All right, so let's just decorate one because we're almost out of time, believe it or not.
Okay.
So
well, we'll just all you have to do to
find one we
decorate
can
one.
do. Okay.
If you want to stick a few dots on the
I can do that.
cupcake one.
Sure.
And then we can just write something.
So this will help
fun.
us glue these on, right?
Yeah, you put little dots and then stick
Okay.
a sprinkle on top. And sometimes a teacher might want to give a gift too, and this might be something that they might be interested in. So let's say a student does really well on a project. How about a little A+?
I love this. Now, do you have to pre-order these in advance?
Generally, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what are you looking at timeout on these?
Oh, just 2 days.
Oh, that's
3
easy.
days, really,
Okay.
whatever you
Cool.
happen to have.
Fun.
So
I
they're
love
quick
it.
and fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, so let's
Okay.
also, we got to talk about this fruit pizza back here because this is
Oh
pretty
yes.
neat.
Oh yes.
Let's put this back here.
Okay, so this is a fruit pizza, and this is also really fun for kids. The base of it, or the crust, is just like a shortbread cookie crust almost.
Neat.
Okay, and then we have a sweet cream cheese layer,
Yum.
which is really simply cream cheese and icing sugar, and that you can just simply spread with a spatula.
Yep.
And then you can put any fruits on it that happen to tickle your fancy or are in season or just look really pretty.
Right.
So we've started this one with some strawberries and kiwi and mandarin oranges, and the kids think this is so much fun. My kids like to do this as well.
Well, and then what you're getting is, again, you're getting healthy, but you're also getting, because you're getting a
Right.
fruit, you're still getting kind of a treat. So believe it or not, we do have to go. And again, your location, of course, this one is in the Longos Plaza at Walkers and Highway 5.
Yeah.
And your Oakville location is?
Is at 8th Line and Upper Middle Road.
Perfect. And it's Cupid's Cupcakes, but they have so much more. Nikki Brinton, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, more Terra at Home after this.
Come and explore the new Terra, where color lives.
You've sat under them and built forts in them. You've swung from them and fell out of them. You've even fallen in love under them. Trees have always held a special place in our hearts and memories. A natural beauty, trees will grow with you and your family and bring color and nature into your world. For your assurance of quality, look for trees and shrubs with the Medallion plant tag. Medallion plants, locally grown, the pride of Niagara.
Welcome back to Terra at Home, and we continue our Halloween special today, and we have Chef Rachel in the kitchen. So we decided to have some fun And because, I mean, kids love to have Halloween parties. A lot of times kids will go out early in the night to go trick-or-treating, then come back and have like a bit of a party. So we might as well have fun and give them all the fun. We're starting with the fun things kids like to eat and making it even more fun by what you're about to do to it.
Right, yeah, so these are great little ideas. So we're gonna do 2 different things here. These are, you know, some savory snacks that you can have at your Halloween party.
Yeah.
So the first one will be severed fingers.
Ooh.
Okay, so we're going to start with some mozzarella cheese strings, okay? And what we're going to do basically is keep it whole for now. We're going to break it apart after, but just with a small paring knife, trim the edges up, you know, to make a little bit of a point. So you're making a little bit of like a
kind of like
pointy,
the end of your finger,
a pointy finger, right?
Okay.
Maybe a little more pointy than normal, just because
you're dramatic.
It's Halloween.
You're trying to make the creepy pointy finger.
Okay, so.
Yes, seems time consuming, but on Halloween, this is what you have to do to create the fun and magic in your home.
Right. So a little bit of a point there. We can go with the other side too. So we're actually going to be making 2 fingers at once here. So yeah, just kind of bring it in on a bit of an angle. Have fun with it. Okay. And then once you have your 2 points, what we can do now is break this. So that's going to give us this severed finger.
So yeah, you don't want to cut it. You want to look like your finger's been pulled off.
Right.
You know that look. We're all so familiar with.
So if we just break
That's awesome. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so if we just break it like that, you know, it's a little rough, not quite straight, and so that gives us a nice effect. Now at this point, what we can do is make a little bit of a nail bed here. So just kind of go down on a bit of an angle, just to give the almond a little spot to sit. I even, you know, get in there and cut a little bit of a hole out to keep it in.
Kind of put it. Oh, that's smart. Right. Just to slip it in.
Right. So let's see. Takes a little bit of playing around there, but let's just see how this works. So then we have slivered almonds. So you
kind of gross, Rachel.
You only actually really need a couple.
But it's Halloween. We're allowed to do this stuff.
Right.
Well, these are perfect because they almost look sort of, the edges, they almost look like, you know, an old kind of fungus nail.
Yeah. The more ugly and gross, the better, right?
That's
for Halloween.
Right. See, we would never be allowed to talk about this stuff in the kitchen on a normal TERRA Home day, but
today we're having a lot of fun.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, we need to make a bigger hole for that to go into, and then we can just kind of shove that in there.
Oh
so
my
that gives us our little
that's
fingernail.
So funny.
And then you can just go down like this and make,
oh, like part of the,
you know, some knuckle lines. Bring those up a bit.
You could put some red food coloring in there too.
Yeah. Ooh. So we have some ketchup that we'll use after, and we'll make them kind of bloody too.
Okay.
Which adds to that. Okay, so we'll put those aside, and I'll make some more after.
All right.
And we'll set up a nice plate there.
Set up a plate of fingers.
After.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. All right.
So moving on, these are really cute. So we're starting with some hot dogs, and we're actually going to make mummies, basically, is the effect that we're trying to get here. So, you know, as many hot dogs as you need, probably 1 per person or so, if you're going to be eating these snacks. And then just some pre-made dough, you know, like a crescent dough or a breadstick dough that you can buy. That's probably the easiest thing to use. This one's kind of cut into squares, but it doesn't matter the shape because we're actually going to just cut it into
just random strips, right?
Some long strips.
Yeah.
So
this is such a great idea, and that's the thing. So something like this just sparks your imagination. You know, everybody has their ideas, and you just kind of just keep playing around with all the possibilities of what you could do to make a very spooky table of fun food.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All totally edible, but look disgusting.
Yeah.
Or scary.
So so we'll wrap the hot dog in this to begin with.
And it's cool because the dough is really stretchy and easy to use,
It's stretchy, and the other thing is that it's kind of sticky too. So you're right, it makes it a lot easier. So we wrap it like that, and then from there we can get these pieces and just randomly.
And there's no rhyme or reason, you just wrap it around and make them look kind of like a little bit of a mummy.
Yeah, exactly.
What a great idea. And they'll actually taste kind of good too, right?
Right.
Kids love this stuff.
Now you can actually, before you wrap the dough on, you can put, you know, some cheese in there too if you want.
Yeah.
So make it kind of cheesy.
Ooh, that would be good.
Yeah, so then just keep wrapping these as many as you need. I've got the oven preheated to 350. So these might take about 15 minutes or so, just so they'll puff up a little bit, but they'll also get kind of golden in color. So
I love it. It's a great idea, and I know that you did a couple of years ago on the show. I mean, you've done some really cool ideas and Halloween themes of, because this, as you say, these are obviously the savory side of things. But when it comes to dessert, I mean, people can go back actually and look at our shows and look at our some of our recipes that you've done for Halloween, and I mean, just cool, creepy cupcakes. You're saying with like the gummy worms and the using cookie crumbs and just create a whole table and decorate it and make sure you've got. I mean, we have a lot of really cool things to decorate the table here at TERRA as well. So that really helps. So you get, the old, like the candelabras and the witches' hats and, the plating and the proper look, and you can create a whole lot of fun with all what we're doing here, right?
There's another idea, actually, that someone had once told me that would be nice for a table display. If you have a small pumpkin, you carve it, make it into a jack-o'-lantern, and make a big batch of guacamole. And put it on a platter, and you can create the effect of the pumpkin maybe throwing up onto the platter.
I love that.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah, because you've seen that out the front where people use the insides of the pumpkin anyway and have it make it look like he's throwing that up.
Yeah.
Trying to find the proper word for television. But guacamole be even better, and put chips and salsa, and it actually really makes it kind of fun, right?
Yeah, there's so many ideas.
Lots of possibilities.
So this is what these look like when they're done.
Okay.
Really cute. So we can put those on the baking tray.
All right.
And get them in the oven, and then basically we just need to throw everything together and present it with our blood. We'll call it.
All right, we're going to brainstorm and we'll kind of think of all the different things else that we can do to make this table look really kind of fun, and how you can create a fun Halloween night, because it's just around the corner. And some people might even be doing this stuff tonight. So we're just doing some last minute tips for you. We'll be back in just a few minutes, and we'll figure it all out.
Live color fully at TERRA, where color lives.
Welcome back to TERRA at Home, and again, dressing your place up for Halloween, which is just around the corner, and perhaps you're going to be doing one of these tonight or tomorrow, but this is kind of fun. So obviously, just to kind of recap, we've been working on the fingers here.
Right.
I've noticed that we have 6 fingers.
Yes.
Extra creepy. Not the average hand these came from. So like, these are cool, right? Okay, so these are plates from TERRA, which actually makes it extra fun because they're really kind of spooky, right? They're actually charger plates, so you could really have a kind of a cool dinner party.
Yeah.
But you're just adding ketchup.
Yeah, a little bit of ketchup, and just I would just randomly put them on the plate. You can use hot sauce too, if you like.
And that's the thing. I mean, even if they don't necessarily taste super awesome, kids love ketchup with everything, so they'll be more intrigued by this, right, than anything else. It's just the look of it, right? And just especially little boys, they get all grossed out. It's so much fun.
So just however you wish to put it on the plate like this.
Yeah. And just have fun with it, and it's all about the placement and setup. And again, you put this in a fully dressed up spooky room, and it's just going to look so cool. Love it.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Neat. Okay, we'll just do these 2 more here.
And of course, the little wrapped mummies, being again basically just like a type of puff pastry type thing, and wrapping them up and putting them in the oven. How long did you say you put them in the oven for?
They're in the oven for about 15 minutes or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so then all of a sudden, we were all amazed how amazing these looked when they come out of the oven. They're so cute.
Yeah, so they shrivel up a lot,
Look
which
at
is
his little
nice.
face.
I put a couple sesame seeds in there that I had just for eyes, but whatever you have there, that will work. And then again, like the black plate looks really nice with these.
Yeah, but they just turned out even better than when you were originally wrapping them. They come out, they're so cute. And you let them sit for a few minutes, and the hot dog all shrinks up and shrivels up, and they just look extra creepy. So they're like cute little mummy
Yeah,
hot
so you
dogs.
can serve those with ketchup as well. Dip them in the finger blood if you
Yeah.
if you wish.
Yeah, lots
so.
of fun things. And again, you can go back through our past Terra segments and see all of Chef Rachel's segments, including our ones from the past couple of Halloweens, because there's lots of different options. Some of the fun things you made, features with pumpkin. And so you could really take all those ideas and make an amazing party. So it's terragreenhouses.com. And of course, you can join us every Saturday morning. Thanks, Chef Rachel. This was fun and
Thank you.
extra
It was.
spooky. Have a really
It was.
great Halloween.